Boo. What's going on here? How's everybody doing? Happy Friday. Getting off of work. Didn't have to work. Where are you at? What's the plan for the weekend? Or you have no plans, you're going to relax? Or you going out for Valentine's? Apparently, it's a holiday today. I don't know. You guys want to know where my heart is? It's right there. My heart is on the table for you. Something like that. What's up, Barbie? How are you? Sorry, I'm trying to fix my crap. I don't plan prep. I don't know. I got off work. I came home. I turned it on. I set it up, and boom, we're live. Here we are, 4:15 on a Friday night. What's the plan, Barbie? It's just you and me right now. Where's Rolf? What's he up to today? You get any new knives in the mail? I just ordered a couple. I didn't have anything on the way. I had one from Justin that's supposed to be, speaking of, TJ says hi. Deja vu? I feel like I'm having deja vu. I started up a live, and then Marco came in and said, TJ says hi. Sorry, it was me. I had Barbie's phone. Well, enough said. Can't say today, just came to say hi just in time. Nice, check it out. Look at this real quick. Fresh laser mark Sagaya pattern on my little buck executive. I'm doing that pattern for someone else's knife and wanted to test it out. I had this one in my pocket. I'm like, you know what? That plain Jane looking silver could use a little laser mark, so I decided to throw it on here real quick, but that's going to be going on another one very soon. Just wanted to make sure it looked good. I had to draw that up for laid off Pete. And it's like, yeah, you know what? I might as well throw it on that one real quick. Call it the Wi-Fi knife. Looks good. I like it. I'm pretty happy with it. What's going on, Bridger? How you doing? All those knives and not one fork. I knew I was missing something. A fork. I want a fancy fork. I think that would be cool. Someone who like forges, fixed blades, nice small little fixed blade like this. I should have the sheriff go ahead and forge me up a fork, like a 2 or 3 prong, like we're talking Game of Thrones style fork. Bilbo trying to throw a little funny out there, but giving me ideas. I need a fork. Can I use a pork dagger? Pork dagger? What is my pork dagger? What am I missing? So what's everyone got going on over the weekend? Doing some fun? Are we celebrating the Valentine's Day? What's up, Renee? Oof, Renee. I spent like 6 hours working on my last laser mark setup, and then got it pretty good. Started kind of messing around with what we're going to do for yours. I think it's going to go much quicker. I'll give you another shot there, bud, but we don't need that. That doesn't get us anywhere. Bridger, subscribe. Thank you very much. Thank you. We do a lot of fun stuff here, mostly knife stuff, some horror movie stuff. But I also, all right, that's fine. That's how you want to be. Then we'll just completely, oh, I did that wrong too, but that's fine. I'll give you one more chance, bud. One more. But you throw another stupid one up, then you're just gone. Because we don't have time for that. Barbie and I had a Valentine's Day live giveaway. Now just getting ready to eat. What's for dinner? What's up, white boy Vincent? How are you doing? Hello, Barris. And what's up, Carlo? Ciao. I don't always, Renee, but sure. You look pretty in blue anyway. Keep me in my rubber room so I don't hurt myself. Yeah? Whatever keeps you safe. I am saying hi. I did say hi. Hi. What's going on, bud? How did you collect all of these? Slowly, over time. Some of them I have had for over 30 years. This little double-edged dagger, brass, walnut, and the finest of rusted out, pitted up, stainless Pakistani. I got this when I was a little kid. I have some, like my Boy Scout knife I got when I was in Boy Scouts when I was a child as well. And I've got some knives that I picked up in the early 2000s, like this old Boker gnarly one. And then over time, I have some knives that are 20 years old, 15 years old. But in the last year and a half since I started doing the channel, I have acquired probably a couple hundred. Just pick up one or two every week, and next thing you know, you're surrounded. Any 3D printed knives? I don't. My nephews recently got a 3D printer for Christmas and have printed up a couple, but I actually don't have any. They printed up a few kits. I have this plastic Spyderco Dallhalla. It's got a nice, the actual Spyderco texture on there. This is made by Spyderco. Where is the package? I could show you. But it was kind of a pop-out model kit for kids to kind of learn about knives, how they work, the parts and stuff, but then they don't cut themselves on it. Do I own a razor for shaving? Well, I don't like to shave much. I usually keep a nice trim. I've started getting into them, though. I got this straight weight razor, Wichita, Kansas. Kind of an older model. I plan on picking some more of those up in the future. They're kind of cool looking. I just pre-ordered my first Spyderco. Excellent. I hope you enjoy it. What's going on, Clint? I have some 3D printed scales for Swiss Army knives that your son printed. That's interesting. Do they have anything, are they just printed, or or is there anything fancy about them? They have like extras or like pattern or texture or something to it. Actually, I do have my 3D printed. That is a lie, although it isn't a knife. The NAFS Lander and Lander 2, I printed scales for this. So those are resin 3D printed scales for my NAFS Lander. Good skinning knife. Well, there's a couple that I would recommend. One would be the old school classic Buck 110. Right? And one that I think, I don't really do a lot of hunting, but I've talked to some of my buddies that do. And where is it? There it is. And what they like and style they like. And this Kizer Urban Bowie is apparently great for it because it's got that big curve on that belly. Nice 154 cm. Good grind on it. You can get in there like that and really kind of do the work, separate it. Fixed blade. One of my favorite newer fixed blades. This is the Kizer Milita. S35 VN, full tang. Got some jimps on the back, on the inside part of the handle. Extra jimps out on the tip there. Get your index finger in there for doing work. I really enjoy this. And you got your old poop knife. Won't be able to do a lot of skinning with this, but it's apparently dishwasher safe. Excuse me. What's up, Brown Sugar? How are you? What you got going on this weekend? I am hoping the knife comes in the mail today. The only one it could be is one that I purchased from Titanium Justin very recently. He had a couple that he was going to be passing along, and I'm like, oh, what do you got? And he was like, this, and I'm like, okay, give me that. Double-edged dagger. Well, that was this one here. This is super old. I won that at a carnival way back. A couple more daggers. I got some real fancy daggers right here. Boom. CPM 3V Ariat with the Zircotai inlay. Gravity knife. It goes with gravity, not against it. That is a double-edged dagger. And we've got the larger version right here. This is in L Max. Riat. What's the worst dagger? I don't know. A poorly made cheap one that's dull. Guess it depends. Do you think most Benchmade knives on eBay are real or fake? Well, I don't spend a lot of time on eBay, but I know eBay is designed for anybody to sell anything they want. And there isn't necessarily restrictions or anything made on there for what you want to charge and if it's real or it's fake or anything like that. So I don't know. I don't have an answer for that. I know that if you want to buy a knife, I would recommend buying it from a reputable company versus eBay. A company that you know and trust, that has, you know, protection from a purchase, like whether it be PayPal or whatever. You want to invest in a knife. What would be a good first knife to get? It depends on how much money you want to spend. If you just want to get started, not spend too much, what came out recently that I could recommend that wouldn't cost too terribly much? The CJRB Acacia. $30 right here. AR RPM 9 on the blade steel. We have an FRN handle, so it's a lighter handle. Has a crossbar lock right there, which means you grab right there and you pull it down and it makes the blade drop. You can also pull it down, swing the blade out. So you can just one-handed open and close it with just the lock itself, or you can get your thumb in that hole and flick that out, or you can get that middle finger in there and Spidey flick it. Pretty easy to open, pretty easy to use. This is a bug out killer. Benchmade makes the bug out for about 150 bucks. This is 30. Good grip. You got a nice forward choke up on there. You can get in there and do some work. $30. It's solid, no movement or play. Action is fun. There you go. What's up, Waylon? How you doing today? What's up, Jason? Just picked up a Utica Sport fixed blade from the 50s. Very cool. Very cool. Titanium, I caught the end of your... Oh, just... That must have been the deja vu. So we did the same thing we did last week, I guess. Titanium Justin was on, and then he finished up probably right as I was starting, I guess. Or, I don't know. Or has he been finished for a while? I came home, I put my phone on my stand, I started it up. Honestly, the Ozark Grail, if you can find it, is a great way to start off. Renee's right, $10. There it is, right there, the Ozark Trail Grail D2. Same kind of a crossbar lock action. I don't know as far as the reliability. That's why I kind of went straight for the Acacia. They're very similar, and I know and trust CJRB, their quality, the heat treat of their blade steel. It's all good. Whether or not this $10 version from Walmart will hold up the same, I kind of doubt it. So, you know, you spend just a little bit more, and now you've got something that is going to be a little bit more, give you a little bit more longevity, a little bit more strength. Bug outs are nice, but overrated. Absolutely. I love my Kershaw Bel Air. For sure. For sure. Yeah, bug out, overpriced, overcharged. You get yourself a pyrite. Another bug out killer right there. What other bug out killers do I got on the table right here? None. Trying to find ones. You've got your CJRB Hectare. Although this one's S90V and Ultim, so this just crushes the bug out. Even though it's still $50 cheaper. But you're getting S90V and a real nice Ultim handle on there. I mean, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. I was looking for something specific. I don't see it. If you don't have a Migron Parasum, $30 for this one. D2, flips open real easy, solid blade. Good little choke up spot on this one as well. Different kind of a lock, so it's got the liner lock inside versus the crossbar. So if you don't like that crossbar lock, this would be a great option. Migron makes some real high quality stuff. This is their budget starter kind of version. $30 for that bad boy. But it is solid. Got a nice look, clean. Do I like auto knives? I'm okay with auto knives. I don't have too many of them. Not a huge fan. I love all knives, so I have a little bit of everything. So I've got Boker Kalashnikov right there. Nice little out the side auto. What are my thoughts on pickleball? I don't know. I've always been a ping pong guy. I love ping pong. And if you ask me, ping pong, paddle ball, racquetball, tennis, these are all the paddle sports. They're all pretty much the same thing, but different environments. I like it all on a table. Give me some ping pong all day. What I've noticed is pickleball. I don't live in any of these areas, but I've been in places where they've got pickleball set up over there, and you're 200 yards away, and all you can hear is this. And you're that far away, and you can still hear it. It's like, man, that is kind of an annoying sound. How many knives do I have? Not sure. About 300. That's my number. I'm going to say it's probably 293. I don't know for sure. Last time I counted, it was over 250, but not by much. I got to like 260, and then I found a couple more, and I'd kind of gone through everything. That was a few months ago. I have definitely gotten several since then. I think we're pushing about 300. I am going to be doing an entire collection overview very soon. Probably going to do it during some lives. We talked about it on my live last night. I do a regular live, not a vertical live, but it's a regular horizontal live every Thursday night. And we were talking about it there, and it looks like I'm probably going to set up and do it live in kind of groups, like maybe like, you know, this shelf one time and then this shelf, or like, you know, because I do have them kind of set up. This is all my Kizer, all my CJRB, and then a couple nice exclusives. This one's like all my Kubies, all my Civivis, all my Concepts, all my Migrons, all my Artisan Cutleries. So I can kind of break it up into sections. But then while I'm live streaming it, I'm also going to take my camera and film part of it, so that I can also then use some of that footage to make like a shorter video that I can post. So that'll be happening soon. The reason pickleball has so many injuries is because so many of us folks are playing it and we get hurt. You know, I guess as a lot of people are playing it. It's like stats. You can always make stats say kind of what you want them to. You pick the location, you pick the group of people that you ask. It's like, oh, we asked 100 people for these statistics, and this is what we came up with. You know, it's like you ask 100 people at a mall versus 100 people at a whatever. It totally varies. I'm Mark. I'm from the U.S. I live in Minnesota, North Midwest. OTF for Stinson. It's the only OTF I have. This is the Boker USB because it looks like a little mini USB stick. Nice little action on it. Pops out. Fun little one. Not too expensive. What is my everyday carry? It totally varies. Because I'm a knife collector, customizer, I'm always changing it up, carrying something new. Like today, for example, today I carried the MSI, which is the Microtech standard issue. Big boy, haven't carried this one in a little while. So that was my main today. Is 23 old? Why do I feel old? 23 is definitely not old. Get used to the starting to feel old thing, but you're going to be starting to feel old for at least 80 more years, so I wouldn't trip. But no, 23 is definitely young. Once you get over 40, I don't know if I'd say young as much. You know, then you start hitting, you know, you get sore. I just went to bed and I woke up and why is my neck sore? I didn't do anything. Well, because you're getting old. My eyes starting to go bad. But yeah, 23, primo, living in it, enjoy it. I have questions. Why do Americans have different accents if the English language came from a British Empire? Interesting question. I have a take on that. And what it is it's kind of like a evolving normality. Wherever you are, some people start picking up things and someone says something and it's kind of fun and everyone kind of jumps on it and kind of makes it their own, like slang and like terms that people use to describe stuff. And when you're in different locations, those stories veer in different ways. And so people are down in the South and they express themselves in ways, and then over time they start developing these, hey y'all, how y'all doing, things like that. Minnesota, people are so nice, don't you know? So we talk like extra O's and I'm on the phone and you know, things like that. And it's just from different locations, people kind of grow and are exposed to other people in that area, and it just tends to, you know, at certain people in certain areas tend to get similar. It's interesting. I'm fascinated by it. I like accents. I like, you know, you see some Irish people and they sound, you know, they speak English as well, but they sound significantly different than I do. Different dialect, different accents on things. I like it. Do I have any fixed blades? I do. Bro, I just subscribed to your channel. Thank you. You're a gentleman. Well, thank you. Fixed blades. Yes. Many fixed blades. The ones directly on the table in front of me, I have a neck knife. A Baltic Blades Angus. Real nice, small, slicey cutter. Sits in like a pouch right here. You can just take it out, do some work, put it away. Or you could set it on your pocket or something like that. Real small one from Baltic Blades right there. We've got the classic poop knife. Dishwasher safe, steel core. Because why wouldn't you get it? It's a poop knife. I like knives. Have I cut a turd with it? No. Did I do a field test? Yes. You're interested? Check it out. It's one of my first videos. This is one of the newest fixed blades from Kizer. This is the Kizer Milita. Excellent knife. S35 VN. Great blade. Excellent fixed knife. Here's my Sheriff. This is a unique one-of-a-kind 154 CM and Micarta. Huge handle for grabbing on and a nice little warny blade for getting in there and just doing work. And look at the mirror polish on that bad boy, right? Was that a knife? Maybe. Slicey as all get out. This is a fixed blade. Nice old kitchen knife right there. This is for cutting a rack of ribs or taking on a quarter pig or something like that. I don't know. But what I know is I don't know much. But it's Valentine's Day, so I know I love you. I got my heart on the table for y'all today. Here's an old one. SOG Seal Pup. This one I probably had 18, 19 years. This is an old school kind of military issue from SOG, the Seal Pup. I think they still make these. I don't know if it's exactly the same, but that one is old. Got that. This one about the same time. Cold Steel Kobun. Just looks like a fun little sword. What kind of knife would you recommend for safety problems? What do you mean by safety problems? Smiley Sam says a big one. Yeah. Probably a nice classic Bowie knife. I mean, for safety issues, this, you know, it's straight, you know, you just mount it right there. That's not a knife. That's a knife. Right? Are you talking for like protection, safety, kind of like that? Like keep with you? It just depends. I don't know. Because people talk about like, oh, well, like autos. Their autos are illegal in places because they're so fast. You know, but the reality is this isn't an auto. I can put it in my pocket here and I can take it out and instantly have it out ready to use. Versus, let's say I've got this auto right here. I got this auto in my pocket. I got to find the button. Boom. Took me a second to do that. Versus I could take this one out. Pow. Something that you could, that's just easy to carry. I would say something that you can have on you. You know, if you can have it in a pocket or in an easy accessible pouch that you can like take out and then you've got it for quick use. Something that's one-handed. I would almost recommend, a lot of people have like a neck knife style, like something like this. Because now you could have this and you could wear it like as a necklace. When you're going, you can just like, oh, grab your purse and your stuff and throw it on. And then boom, you got this right here. And then just instantly out and ready to use. What's up, Bando Picks? I think Kathleen's got more of the right idea. I mean, yes, you want to be safe and things like that, but something like a nice flashlight, a tactical flashlight, a solid, heavy flashlight, you can use it as a baton if necessary. Ever heard of a... I don't know how to pronounce that, so Parang. I just finished mine in the forge. It matches the Bowie, both with copper stitched. Are you on Instagram or something? I'd love to see pictures of that. If you are on Instagram, you should hit me up. I'd like to check that out. That sounds cool. I don't have I need to set up some links, but I will post that in the chat. That is my Instagram handle, I guess. So if you go to Instagram and type in KDKIN4K, that's KDKN4K, Kenman. Dan Kenman. Nice to meet you. Gotta go get pizza and move kid around. Pizza sounds great. I might have to order some pizza for tonight. I don't have anything here. I'm gonna either have to order it or go get it. It's been snowing. Getting some snow in Minnesota. But Stitched 56. If you are on Instagram, dude, message me. I would like to see that. Especially you made it, handmade. That sounds great. And it matches something else that you made. Copper pins. I love it. I'd love to check that out. I'm an artist. I want to get into making some more stuff. I am a 5th generation blacksmith in my family. Tan leather and do leather crafting. That was me reading Stitched 56's. Cool. 5th generation blacksmith in the family. That is great. That is really cool. I'm interested. I would love to get into that more. What do I think about Damascus? I have an appreciation for it. Depending on, you know, like a nice knife that you want to collect or enjoy. Maybe it's not the best longevity compared to some, but like one of my favorite knives is this knives. Civivi Vision FG. Got that super lock on there. Opens up easy, feels great in the hand. And we've got a really cool Damascus pattern on there. Civivi, a lot of my Damascus is from Civivi. I've got the Civivi Bull Tusk. Nice pattern on there with that Ultim. Bull Tusk is a fun one. Bigger knife. Julie's in Sri Lanka. Very cool. Got a lot of cool corals out in the water in the reef around there. A lot of cool fish too. Here's another Civivi. This is the Civivi Shredder. I like this one. It doesn't have, they don't etch the Damascus is dark, so it has like a lighter shine to it. I think it's cool. And the Shredder is a fun knife. Flicks out good. Nice choke up spot. It's a big knife. Definitely a larger knife. I want to do a walkthrough of my shop for my first upload. Really want to do a Forge Day stream. That sounds really cool. Where do you live? Be cool if you said, oh, I live in Minneapolis. I'd be like, sweet, dude, I'm coming over. The collection's cool and scary and amazing at the same time. Julie, we're just getting started. I got a little bit of everything in here. You want a crazy folding cleaver? Yep, got it. You want a wild, I don't even know how to describe this one. Looks almost like a shark. This is the mini. This is the Kizer Mini Paragon. Look at that thing. It's huge. If you look at my description of my video and stuff, I'm a big Friday the 13th Jason fan. So, of course, I have a Jason machete. You know, you got to have that solid Jason machete at the ready. Everyone always asks if I got a Rambo knife. So, boom, here's my Rambo. I need to get these hanging up. I'm going to be hanging them up on this thing here. I think that'll look cool up there. I'm just trying to find a way to get it mounted. Of course, all my lights are dead today. Do I have any carbon fiber knives that I like a lot? I'm not huge in carbon fiber, but I have a few. One of them is that Shredder. That has a carbon fiber inlay on it. I like that one quite a bit. I have some shredded carbon fiber on my Fenrir. Concept Fenrir. This is a full lefty Fenrir. I know my image is backwards. YouTube won't let me rotate that around, but that is indeed a lefty liner lock Concept Fenrir with a shredded carbon fiber on there. Some people really like the carbon fiber. It's not really my thing. I'm definitely more Micarta titanium. My favorite would be like a frag titanium like this right here and this hair. I wonder whose that is. Probably mine. 154 cm and frag titanium on the handle. Kizer's awesome clutch lock. This is the Mini Telzer K. Current favorite knife in my collection. But yeah, I'm definitely down with titanium and like Micarta. Micarta is probably my ultimate favorite. It just feels good in the hand. It wears in nice. People say it's still good when it's wet. I haven't had many situations where I'm holding a knife and making cuts and getting wet at the same time. This is a Micarta Kizer Momo. 14C28 on this one. I have the other Momo that Dave gave me. I took it apart. I'm going to be doing a cool laser mark to it. If you guys just getting here, this is my most recent laser mark. I did a test because I'm doing a knife for laid off Pete. And I drew up this Sagaya Wi-Fi pattern. It's kind of hard to make out because it's a super shiny piece. So if I hold it at the right angle, you can kind of see it. But this is my case executive. Put that little laser mark on there. Show a pink. I'm going to have to kick myself right now. I don't have a pink knife. I've done a couple dies in pink, and they both have been sold, so I do not have a pink knife, unfortunately. What would be close? I got my Christmas Momo. It's red and white with Christmas patterns on it, but that's not quite pink. I do have this pink Olight. That's hot pink. This thing is bright. These are great because it's small. It's got a little magnet on it. Look at how much light it puts out. Boom. But I've done a few. I dyed one of these. This was actually a white knife. I dyed this one red, but I dyed one of these pink for someone. For a Wheezy. Several months back. I got some purples. Here's a purple Artisan Cutlery Andromeda. I did a fade dye. Doesn't show up as much on camera, but if you hold it like this, look at how light purple it is. Now watch that purple. As we go up, it just gets darker and darker and darker. And next thing you know, you got a really dark purple at the end there. Nice little fade dye purple. My Kubi Mert kind of has a red wine, kind of a shade to it. I like to do a lot of dye projects, so a lot of these I've dyed myself. My most recent dye is this little send cut in this apricot orange. Did the back spacer as well to match. I think that turned out great. This little budget send cut that I just found for 35 bucks. I actually love this knife. It's probably one, definitely one of the cheaper knives in my collection, but it just feels good in the hand. I like the angle and just how it feels when you're cutting stuff with it. But yep, I love doing dyes. I recently got into acid etching blades. So like this blade right here, I acid etched all the dark spots and left, I did a resist on there, so I made it look like it has a little false like Hamon pattern on it. This one is an acid etched stone wash from Send Cut. Got a real nice little stone wash texture on that acid etch right there. I do laser marks like that one I just showed. This is my newest laser mark on there, kind of an iridescent looking oily Sagaya pattern. Here is a little Kershaw that I did laser mark paisley to. It looked like this before I got to it. Which looks better, this side or that side? I wish there was a good neon or bright green dye. Yeah, the neon colors are tough. And then bright green. Green is like the hardest color. I have some greens like this was green. This was a green and I left it in too long. And it ended up kind of going gray. I actually don't mind the way this looks. I'm quite happy with my Phemius. Look at that drop shut. Didn't even have a chance to see it drop shut. There it is. Boom. Kubi Phemius. I think YouTube is blocking my chats. Why am I on timeout? I don't know. Stitched, I've seen your chats. You have one up there. My first one got taken down. I forgot some deer brains. Honest question. Want to do a knife swap? You could be the first YouTuber to own a Mallard family original, guaranteed to be sharper than anything you own currently. Yes, Stitched, your YouTube isn't blocking your chats. I'm just not able to function and read every single thing. I miss a bunch of them. Do I have a website? Do I make them? I don't have a website. I don't make knives like Stitch does, but I do customization. So I'll take a knife, do a custom on it, and then someone will say, hey, are you selling that? And then I'll sell it to them. So I do stuff like that. I really, I got into shipwrecking copper. So this is like a copper handle that I force patinaed all that blue and stuff on there. So it's like anything that I do a custom to, I will sell it if someone's interested. Oh, no worries, Stitched. But I'm totally, Edwards in the house. What's up, buddy? Stitched. I would totally be down with that. I would love to, even just to get one to do a review on it. and help get your channel going. I'd be all for that, Stitched. Get a hold of me on Instagram and we can start chatting. I'd love to do something. I'd be down to do a trade, or you send me something, I customize something for you. Or, I don't know. We can talk about it. I'm totally into it. What's up, Mallory? I heard Mallard. Close enough to Mallory, right? The Mallard is in the house. What's up, Dylan? How are you doing today? Good to see you. Dylan was hanging out on the live. Well, a bunch of you are hanging out on the live last night. Had a good time. Playing with the new fidget spinner. Durbin's got a new fidget spinner. You hoping for a really good fidget spinner in that tri-state Passaround that we're going to be doing pretty soon? I'm excited for that, but I did do the realization that it's like there's, what is it, like 18, 19, 20 people on the list, and I think I'm like number 17 or 18, so I'm getting close to the end, which is fine. But it's a pass-around box where you can swap. So if you see a $100 knife in there you like, you can take it and then take a $100 knife of your own and swap it out. So you're only allowed to make a couple of swaps, but at least 15, 16 people are going to go through that box before it gets to me. So it should be interesting when I get it, what's actually in there. And but the reality is it's like I'm excited for it. But with that many people and a few days they have it and a few days to ship and a few days the next one has it, a few days to ship, I probably won't get that thing till May or June, I'm guessing. Can you make a personalized one? I love your collection. Absolutely, because I do like the laser marks. And so as far as personalized, you know, I could do something like a pattern or whatever. Like let's say we put that pattern on there. I could leave one off in the middle and have it say Julie, or you know, or we could put a little thing on there. Text is actually the easiest thing to do for laser marks because you don't have to draw it up. You can just go in, open up the program, type the text, pick the font. Renee says 6 months at most to get back to you. Well, 6 months, so then I'm probably looking at more like 4 or 5 months before I get it, which is great. It's fine. I'm not complaining at all. But, you know, you think about something, you're like, oh, that's sweet. That should be coming soon. And then you, like, did them. I looked at the list, and I was like, started doing the math in my head. I'm like, dude, this is going to be months, which is fine. Be right back. Need of a coffee? Yeah. I pound the coffee myself. What's going on, Cannon? How are you? I am well. Someone mentioned I don't have a fork. I want to get a custom fork made. Stitched 56. Oh, he went to go get the... I was going to say, I wonder if he's ever made a fork. Julie, get a hold of me on... Right now, I don't have an email, but if you are on Instagram, you can get a hold of me on Instagram. Give me a message. We can talk. If you don't have a knife, we can figure something out. Yeah, get a hold of me. We'll chat about it. 5%. I got to plug this in really quick. Hold on. Luckily, I got my cord right there. Battery is telling me it was mad. Typically 6 months. 2 months for everyone else. 4 more months when Kenman gets it and doesn't send it to the next guy. I can tell you the truth in that. But the reality is whenever I've gotten something where it's boom, I do have my Instagram on there, Kathleen. Or if you go into my description, it should have my Instagram. And then if you go into any one of my videos, it should be in the description in any video as well. And now I need to double check and make sure it is on my homepage. French fry forks, 3D printed titanium. That sounds fun. I do a lot of stuff at work. We do laser marking on 3D printed titanium. They make a lot of implants for your spine. And I get to mark those up. So I see a lot of 3D printed titanium. What's up, Robert O'Willoughby and El Navajo? I'm here. I'm here. Tops Street Scalpel 2. I'm going to look that up, Nick. Tops Street. Top Street Scalpel 2. I don't know that one. I'm going to check that out. I made a U10s all. Fork, knife, spoon, detachable straw, all in one out of 1095 HC spring steel from a semi-trailer spring leaf. Folded and fabbed the straw from surgical steel. That sounds fun. That sounds fun. Maybe I got to get Stitch to make me, like, I want like just the fork. The multi ones, I have a couple of those for camping, and it's like I'd rather carry the whole thing. This is my knife. Boom. This is my fork. Boom. This is my spoon. Boom. I'm all about that. It's worth it for me to have that. Just that solid fork would be cool. Like a 3-prong, I think would be trick, huh? It's a fantastic knife, says Nick. I'm gonna have to check it out. I will check it out. I wrote it down. I wrote something. Will you read it? Is that what you wrote? I read that. That sounds so lovely. It's such a Valentine's-y kind of a, you know, a lot of times people want me to say something, and then it's like you look at it and they're typing stuff so that it makes it look like it's something, but then you're actually saying something else, and they're trying to get you to say stupid things. Thank you for your reply. Asked too many questions, but you answered each. I would recommend that. Yeah, absolutely. Check me out on Instagram, Julie. We can talk about trying to do a custom for you. What are you guys eating for dinner? Exactly, Dirty Dan. What is up? I'm starving. Think I need to order a pizza. Okay. In your eyes, a gentle twilight sings. Every moment blooms with tender grace. Your love, a quiet promise that softly clings, illuminates my heart in every space. Bigger than your face. Golden arches? They have the golden arches. We have the golden arch. They have the Big Mac. We have the Big Mick. Dude, tell me this thing is ridiculous. Going out for ramen with the wife? Oh, yes. Dude, ramen or like a hot pot place or like a shabu shabu. Oh, I think I might just have to go get some pho. It's cold, it's snowing. That is some feel-good winter soup right there. I'm going to get some pho. Oh, I missed it. Thank you, Kathleen. Right, Nick? Some pho sounds good. Get a pho and a banh mi sandwich, and then I eat the pho, and I'm totally full, and I'm going to die, and then an hour and a half later, oh, I got a pork banh mi right over there. It's snack time, right? Dinner was country fried steak, mashed potatoes, and green beans. Classic. Classic for Dylan. I'm into that. I could eat it every day. Now I'm hungry. I get to go make some shepherd's pie. Dude, shepherd's pie? What is up, dude? Where can I go get some of that? Oh, with the meat and the potatoes and the... Oh, yeah. I'm definitely down for that. If we're doing romantic poetry... Oh, Cannon. Yep. It is Valentine's Day. I put my heart on the table for you all. There it is for the world to see. I have not given my heart to another. What do they say? Happily divorced. Tuna noodle casserole. Dude, my mom makes a lot of mean, good stuff. But a tuna noodle, like she called it tuna noodle hot dish. Same thing. Same thing. You know, it could be made different things on it. Does yours, though, tuna noodle casserole, do you put like Ruffles smashed up? She takes Ruffles potato chips and crumbles them up and puts them on a layer on the top. Bro, the Ruffles potato chips on top of the tuna noodle casserole makes it just all the way, all the way. Joe just had a roast beef dinner. Lay's and Ritz. That's different. Lay's and Ritz. So it's still, you got the crunch, but it's different. Because like Ritz crackers has a specific like buttery kind of taste to it. So it kind of changes it up a little bit. But I'm down with that. I would totally try that. Tater tots. Yeah, Ritz are buttery for sure. It's a good cracker. It's definitely a good cracker. Tater tot hot dish is always a simple one. Got your can of like celery soup, some hamburger, cover the whole top with some tater tots. Ruffles, flaming hot cheddar, and sour cream chips. Yeah, I suppose the chips that you decide to use, like a club cracker, fried onions, or like the dried fried onions. My mom makes like a green bean casserole, and she puts those dried fried onions on that one. Knives. What's up, Thomas? We're talking food. We started going on the food quest, and now I'm hungry. The one day we talked about ketchup for like at least a half an hour, I think. Best condiments. Anybody got anything from Molesect? This is the Molesect Jungle. Yeah, Keebler's Club Crackers. I used to eat those a lot. Sea salt and vinegar chips are really good. Package will arrive Tuesday. Did you ship it today? You're in Iowa. That's fine. I've been looking for that package in the mail the last 2 or 3 days in a row. Ketchup sucks. I don't use much ketchup either. I make burgers and stuff, and I'll get like the burger mix where it's kind of like a ranch seasoning kind of a sauce. Kind of more into stuff like that. Chicken and a biscuits. Chicken and a biscuit's a very unique, like, powerful flavor, though. Buffalo sauce for fries. Molesect Jungle is a beast. You're looking for a big, oversized, not too expensive. 14C28N. Nice kind of textured snake G10 handle. Meatloaf with barbecue and brown sugar. Make a nice big ham. And then put a brown sugar mustard glaze on the ham. Ooh. Ooh. Delicious. Cinder Bros. I don't know. I know the cinder that you gave me, Justin, is a classic, but the one that I did the shipwreck to, I mean, come on. Come on. Although I haven't put a lanyard, no Edyards on that. Oh, Jesus Christ. Wow. Everybody okay? I think I broke my face. That got real exciting. I have to go back and watch the replay on that. Holy cow. All right. Let me fix. We're getting a little behind the scenes action here. Check it out. There's my table of chaos. And then we got the background for my normal live. Got my, anybody know what movie that's from? I know if you're a regular, I'm sure you know. Anybody know what movie this one's from? Get a good angle on it. This is one of my favorite classic movies. The question is, are you okay? It did. It knocked over stuff, not me. And so we're fine. We're fine here. We're fine here. Think I'm alive? Okay. Heyo. How I broke a butt cheek. Did we fall off the boat? Happy Valentine's Day. I put extra goodies in the package but forgot the case card. Case card? Well, that was fun. A good APB and J? What's an APB and J? What's the A on a APB and J? Grilled cheese? Mmm. I love a good grilled cheese. Oh, this light is all jacked. Surprised that didn't knock over my camera setup. That could have been a mess. Well, now it's dark in here. All right, we're alive. Dueling. Oh, God. Come on, let me get them both at the same time. Dueling Senders. Yeah, baby. That's what's up. You have some nice tall ceilings. 8 feet. I still can't juggle in here though. I mean, I have, but I can't juggle these very good because they need that full spin, right? And I would like to, but let's do a double. Cut my finger off just now. Oh wait, I didn't. We're fine here. Grilled cheese with fresh, thin sliced tomatoes? Why not? At least buy me dinner or a drink before you throw me on the ground. What did that feel like for you guys? Did anybody get like a little vertigo? Like actually felt like you were falling backwards when that happened? Because I feel like I'm gonna have to go back and watch it, and that might be the case. Like, because the whole thing went and dropped and tipped, and then boom, it was like leaning against my table. That could have been more of a mess. The way I have everything hung up there. I have my lights and my cameras hung from the ceiling with care. So that when I do my live, I can go like this and I can bump the table and stuff like that. And it doesn't actually bump the camera. I was like, we're falling. It was exciting. I think I need to do that like just on a regular, you know, like I caught it wrong. Yeah, it was neat. I'm into it. Be prepared for the random drop occasionally. You know what? No one's asked to see this one yet. My vertical lives, generally everybody's always like, show me that weird thing. Justin was with me when I picked this one up, the Shields. This was definitely the impulse. It was like, yeah, I gotta buy that. Just in case of the zombie apocalypse. Justin, we gotta get together again soon. And I know that we're planning the what's that thing called? It's the Wisconsin Beaver Creek Fest, or crap, I can't remember what it is. What's up, Brand New American? Braver something? Actually, I think I have it. Maybe I don't. Thought I did. Thought I had a window open for it. But yeah, it's like a show in Wisconsin. But it's actually not until the end of March. So at the beginning of March, I'll be at Blade Show, Texas. And then at the end of March, I plan on going. What am I doing here? Gotta buy what, obviously? Yes. Gotta buy that. this is falling out. Oh, I see what's happening. It's like, why doesn't this sit right? Because it's almost broke. I almost done broked it. I broke it a bit. What's everybody got planned for the weekend? I apparently will not be unboxing Titanium Justin's knife later tonight. So there's that. I did order a couple of things from Blade HQ yesterday, but they shipped, but they won't be here probably till Tuesday, Wednesday. I have an Amazon purchase. It's showing up on Sunday. I don't have anything tomorrow. Man, I need to, man. I need to make some videos. I guess I'm doing customs. What do we think of Maddie's new knife coming soon? I actually haven't seen it. Is it available to view on his like Instagram or something? I'm down to check it out. Oh, I'm hungry all of a sudden. Talking about food and like, I usually get a little snack or something maybe right after work or something, but I literally got off work, came home, and started up like immediately. Good evening, says Choir Boys. How are you? Goku, what's going on? I had to run to the bathroom real quick. Everyone hold down the fort. I'll give you a topic. Knives. I'll be right back. Oh, we return. Knives? Who likes knives? Ew, gross. What's up, laid off Pete's? I'm here for Forky Spony. So Pete, what do you think? Maybe you replied, why does it look so dark? Did I lose a light or something? It just seems dark. Hold on a second. Very clean on your end. You did reply on Discord. This is the pattern we're talking about. Pretty fun stuff. I ended up having to draw it. But what's nice about this one is a lot of things like drawing up, it takes time. But for this one, this is a Case Executive. So it's a brand new Case Executive. There's the logo. It was just silver, and I put that pattern on there. Thank you for subscribing, Janet. Your Wi-Fi is on pattern. So I basically drew one. I drew one of those little Wi-Fi patterns. And then I basically duplicated it. And so then I duplicated it this way. And so now you've got like 7 by 15 of them. And then I copied that and then drug it over and down so you can make the checkerboard pattern. And I had to mess with the spacing a bit, obviously. But once we got it down, rather than having to draw the whole thing, I just had to draw a few little rainbows in a circle and then get the spacing correct. And now it looks pretty rad. Nice little fun. The Executive's a great little 5th pocket secondary carry. Now with that pattern on there, it looks cool. I dig it. And we're going to have one for Laid Off Pete pretty soon. I've got it all ready to go. I just wanted to test it, make sure I was happy with it. He gave me a red aluminum handle, which I've already done the aluminum settings for with a really nice white mark. So basically what you're going to see on his is it's going to be red and white rather than silver and black. And what I actually think is going to look better, I'm going to do some tests. But like this one, the laser mark is actually the little Wi-Fi pattern. But what I'm thinking I might do is reverse it so that the laser mark for the white is actually the silver section here, and then all of the rainbow parts will be the red. But I'm not really sure exactly which one's going to look better, but it's going to be red and white. So I'm imagining the background white with the, actually, no, the background red with the, see, math, ideas, thoughts. But yeah, I'm thinking the background will be the red, and then where the black is will actually be white. Yes. Flip it and reverse it. I have 2 sets. Oh, that's right. Laid Off Pete, it was a second set with the knife, so we can do something fun with the other one. This is a fun little, I am enjoying the smaller little case type knives, like this little medium or small Stockman. They're just fun. I like carrying the secondary, third. I've been carrying 3 knives the last few months, or at least the last few weeks. I've been carrying 2 knives for the last few months. This little Rybicki, is that what it is? Rybicki? Let me look. Yeah, Rybicka. The Mikov Rybicka from the Czech Republic. This is definitely a cheapo, but something about it, I just love it. It's just fun. The little fish handle, it's kind of a silver and green, kind of a oily fish. Got fish oil on it right there. I just want the pattern to cover up so it's representing water if I'm allowed to prefer. Oh, you want the pattern to curve up. I can do that any direction you want. So when you say up, so like this is the pattern on this one is curving up that way. That's curving up. So do you want the up when the knife is like this, or like this, or like this, or like this? So we have multiple, or I even considered you could do an angle where you set it like this, but it's actually, you're getting a cross angle like that through it. 4th way. Is this the 4th way? Or this way? We'll figure it out. I'll talk to you before I actually do it. Frowny smile towards the pivot. Okay, so like this. So basically exactly like this. What did you call me? I love the smell of a machine shop. Nothing like a smell of scrimshaw in the morning, huh? What's up? What's going on, S? I've been here. I did take a little break. I had some tooth hurty problems. Ended up breaking a crown. Was going to get it reattached. And then underneath the crown got infected. Ended up having to get it removed. Now I got a little hole right there. Kind of threw me off. Wasn't able to do some lives for a little while. Couple videos. Kind of. It happens. It happens. I almost nunchucked you. You don't even realize. These are legit. Absolute legit. They've got some beat, some wear. You can tell. And check out the swivel on here. That's a swivel. Looks like I was the rad surfer back in the day. Dude, I caught my first tube today. Oh, I tell ya. Chaz from Wedding Crashers. Good stuff. I appreciate that. I mean, if I look like I used to be a surfer, I mean, yeah, you're basically saying I look old. I look old. I'm a little old. 20 years ago, I used to live in California and I actually never surfed. I didn't have any buddies that surfed. And like, in order to surf, you got to kind of know somebody that can take you out or something. And I never actually got to it. What's up, Dan Stan? Good old Point Break. That was a fun one. What are you up to this weekend, Dan Stan? Is it snowing up there? It actually stopped. It's been snowing here for the last few hours, though. It's been snowing here. Pizza sounds really good. Where do I order it from? What kind of pizza do you guys like? I like a lot of animals on my pizza. Pigs, cows. Not chicken as much. I prefer a red sauce on a pizza. What's up, Knives Are Life? We're in the movie Lords of Dogtown, bro. I used to skate a lot. I broke a lot of bones skating, and you could say, oh, that means you suck as a skater. It's like, no, I skated for hours every single day. And you're always trying stuff, so you end up breaking bones. I could eat pizza for breakfast and be happy. Nick, I could eat pizza for breakfast that was on the coffee table that we forgot to put in the fridge from last night. Coffee table pizza? Yes. Garlic white sauce, mozz, onion, and tomato. I'll eat it, but I definitely prefer pizza red sauce. Red sauce. There are some white sauce pizzas that are okay. I'm just not a fan. When I want pizza, I want red sauce, lots of cheese, and lots of meats. You know, you can have a combo or a garbage pizza with some peppers and onions and olives and stuff on there too. I couldn't watch. Well, I could have watched, but the thing is like you can't just go in the ocean with a surfboard and go surf. You have to go to the locations that work for surfing. Like, like some places don't have a good break or whatever. And it's like you kind of need someone to help take you out somewhere. It was very few and far between that you would see people out surfing in the Los Angeles area. There's a few places in the Malibu, or whatever, but like you need to know where to go, or you need to go and then hang out and start talking to people. And I just never got around to it. I live like 8 miles from the ocean, but it takes you 45 minutes just to get there. Practice makes perfect. North Shore. Trying to think of a... You got to duck dive. If you want to get out past the break, you got to duck dive. North Shore. I'm really dating myself. Everyone's like, probably have no idea what I'm talking about. It's a movie. It's called North Shore, and the kid is from like Michigan or like Wisconsin or whatever, and he surfs in like wave pools, and he wants to become the next big surfer. So then he moves out to Hawaii and on the North Shore. You ain't old. Tony Hawk is old. We're almost the same age. Well, he is a little bit older than me. I think. He's over 50, I know that. And all the expandable movies. They're good movies, aren't they? Yeah. I gotta watch. It's Valentine's Day. Do I need to watch a romantic, or maybe I'll watch Valentine's Day, the horror movie. That's a good one. Do I have Rambo's knife? I did steal Rambo's knife somewhere. It's similar to Rambo's knife. It's a decent one. Honestly, though, if that was going to be my knife of choice, I would switch up and go into a nice Bowie knife. This one's a little bit more, oh my God, Crocodile Dundee. 4 weddings and a funeral. Indiana Jones. Not really too many knives from Indiana Jones that I can think of that would be cool. I did look into trying to get some more knives from movies. You need to watch Pineapple Express and order pizza. I haven't seen that movie in a while. Where is my... Oh, here it is. Yeah, how many expendables are there now? 3, 4. For Valentine's Day, I went out and got your cat some new toys. Treat the cats. 43. 44. There's 4 and they're making a 5th. Sick. I did see a nice buck 119. There's a sweet buck 119 on Blade HQ that's on sale right now, but it's like $180. Basically looks just like this one, except for it's like S35 VN, and then the handle, this black part of the handle is micarta. It's like a green micarta. No, I don't shave with blades because I just trim. I just take a trimmer, I trim it. This is about as close as it gets. I have a 119. It's a great move. Dude, the buck 119 is awesome. And that at $190, I kind of want it. I kind of want it. Cool shoehorn, bro. This is my shoehorn right here. See, it's long enough. I don't have to bend over. I'm right here. And I just cut my shoe right off my foot. No problem. All set. I need to get online and order some knives, though. I feel like I'm behind. I need to get some more stuff. I am going to be doing some customizations this weekend. Tanto tips. Oops. Come on. Olatan's Tanto tip. Concept Warrior. This is a lefty, full lefty Concept Warrior. CPM 20CV, textured titanium and micarta. BTF, basic Tanto folder. This one is I don't remember. S35 VN, G10, Concept. This is the BTF. Boom. How often should a knife be sharpened? Depends on how much you use it. I don't make a ton of cuts. I should do a live while I do customizations. Yes, Kathleen, I 100% agree with that. I'm on it. I got to set that up for this weekend. Figure out how I can film it. But yeah, that is definitely a plan in the works. Tenable. Anomaly. That's a Tanto. The basic Tanto folder, dude, this BTF, this thing is awesome. I didn't really know if I was going to like the disc, but if the action is great. It drops shut, flicks out really easy. I like the kind of bamboo kind of style on the grip. Look at the drop, just shut, flicks out really nice. Feels awesome in the hand. So yeah, for sharpening, I carry a different knife like every day, so I might only carry a knife once a month or something like that. But like at work, I take out a knife, I might make a dozen cuts in that day, right? And so cuts a dozen times. If I carry it every day, after a few days, I would just get out my little Work Sharp field sharpener, skip the 200 grit side because we don't have any chips or big dings or anything in it. Just go straight to that 600 grit. It's got the angle on there so you can set your angle. Just go ahead and make a few passes that way, a few passes this way, and then a couple on this higher grit ceramic rod, and then a little backward stroke on the leather strop. And since I only made 20 or 30 cuts with it, it didn't get really dull, but that little bit right there brings it right back into ready to go. So that was the only amount of time I needed to sharpen that. And if I use this one exclusively for a few 3 or 4 days, do that again, it'll be right back. Now, if you use a knife exclusively, you make 100 cuts a day for several weeks, and then it gets really dull. Now you might spend 10, 15 minutes or more profiling it. So it really depends on how often you use the knife, how many cuts you make with it. If you make 10 cuts a day, use the same knife every day, I'd say every 3 or 4 days, put a little touch up to it, and you should be good to go. I want a Remet RTB. I don't know what that looks like. Pretty awesome collection going, sir. Thank you, Nick. It's been. I need more, and I go every direction. You know, you've probably seen the 4-banger. I had to have a 4-banger knife because it exists, right? There are a lot of knives out there that exist that I need to have that aren't really, I don't carry these, you know, but it looks like a hatchet. I mean, that's just absolutely ridiculous. So it must be in my collection, but it's not something I carry. I like slip joints. This is the Rosecraft Stinking Creek Sow Belly. Got that stag, nice feel. Which one? I'm sorry, 6X Fishing. I went fast. Which one did I just pick up? My bad. The little hatchet. This one? This was on Amazon. I can't remember. There, it's right there. Except for it's backwards. I apologize. Snake Eye Tactical. If you go to Amazon, Snake Eye Tactical. It's all of under 20 bucks. If you like little mini cleavers, boom. Mini Corvid cleaver. I love it. I love it. You want a bigger cleaver? Civivi Mastodon. Why wouldn't you get a folding cleaver? And I love all the cheapo gas station knives. I mean, that's about as ridiculous as it gets. Why wouldn't it be in my collection? Was wondering what's the first knife you ever used? For you, it's the Buck 110. First one I ever used was actually probably something similar to like a little case. I had a little knife. I think it was a Buck, but it was a little 3-banger. It could have been an old timer, something like this. It was one of these small ones like that. And then shortly after, you know, that was like barely was using them, just a kid or whatever. And I got the Boy Scout knife. And when I got this one, this is the first one I actually really started using. It's all beat up. I fixed it up, kind of cleaned it up. It's got a lot of patina going on that blade. But it's got that. It's got the leather awl. And then you have your can opener and bottle opener and your flathead. But this one's probably the one that's been around the longest. And I used it. What would you recommend for a beginner self-carry? Blade can't be bigger than 4 inches. Well, my favorite kind of daily carry, not too big, it'd be like a Kizer drop bear. They have a lot of different versions of the drop bear. This one is 154 cm and micarta. It's got Kizer's clutch lock, which is a great crossbar lock. You can use the lock to open and close it. You can flick it out, thumb it out. It's got a huge stack of jimps on the back to get a nice grip on there. It's just a no-nonsense, good feeling knife. I think the base cheap one that you can get is maybe 40, 50 bucks. And they have a premium one that might be 200. I think this one here with the 154 in micarta is about a $100 knife. But man, that action is just smooth. It opens, it works well. It's solid, good lockup. If that's not really your style, you know, you could get into like a slip joint. If you want to get a smaller slip joint, like this is a case, medium Stockman. It's got 3 blades on it. Got your largest blade there. Got a little sheep's foot and a pen blade. You know, so this is just kind of a smaller, no-nonsense slip joint folder, which is nice. If you want to get into like a button lock, like a CJRB Pyrite. These are great. Nice, easy flick out. It's got a button right there. You push the button and then it closes. You push that button, you can swing it open or closed. Flicks out really nice. Got a good choke up spot. This is the standard Pyrite Alt, about $40, $45. You get the Pyrite Bowie with the rose gold for maybe 60 bucks. Same kind of action. This one has that thumb stud rather than the hole. Also the fuller, that gorgeous rose gold coating. I love the Pyrite. It's a great knife. You get a Pyrite Light for 30 bucks. Same kind of style. The blade's a little oversized on this one, so I'm not as much of a fan. But the Pyrite is a great knife for 30 bucks. Pyrite. CJRB Pyrite. Like Robo just typed. What's up, Robo Steve? I'm new here. I'll be your Valentine. I'll be your Valentine. Maybe you just want to get a nice little, like a Kizer Amicus. This is a little stumpier, but it's a chunk. Flipper tab. So it flips out, and then you got your button lock. So you can button open and close. Flipper tab. Works like a charm. Solid little grip on there. Nice jumps on there as well. Beefy little small stocky one. I think the base Amicus is probably around 30, 40 bucks. Pyrite does come in a lot of different colors. Looks identical to a Kizer Assassin. I have an Ultim Assassin right here. Pretty similar. Slightly different blade shape. Kizer Assassin's also a nice one. If you want to get something a little beefier, ooh. CJRB Riff. Same button lock action. Flipper tab. Flicks out, and it's a beast. I love this one. The Kizer Riff is definitely, CJRB Riff is definitely a top knife for me. Just feels good. Great action on it. Another beefy one. Kubi Titius. You can get a Kubi Titius for about 35 bucks for the base, about 100 for the titanium version. D2, which one were you asking on the steel for? Mountain Men. All the CJRBs are ARRPM 9, which is a great steel. It works good, holds an edge very well. The Titius is D2. Thank you for subscribing, William and Dato. Another nice one, Tenable Concepts budget version. The Tenable Anomaly. This one is that D2 or is it 14C? Need light. Nitro V. It's neither. It's a Nitro V. Boom. That's a nice little base model one right there. The new blue and black Baby Banter fixed blade looks good. Ooh, Baby Banter fixed. Do they have one with the warning? Oh my God. I have a folding Baby Banter with the warning blade. I love this one. This little choke up spot. If this was a fixed blade, this would be great. Sexy blade, getting that one for yourself, for sure. Collect them all, right? That would make a really nice little fixed blade. My buddy Fukduzel got me this gas station knife just recently. This gorgeous dragon. I love it. It's ridiculous. I love it. I love them all. I tell you, I just enjoy knives so much. Doesn't matter what kind it is. Here's my Squid Industries Mako V5 trainer. Thank you for subscribing, Mountain Men and 6IX Fishing. What kind of fishing do you like to do? I'm in Minnesota. I love ice fishing. We're in the mid ice fishing season right now. Probably gonna maybe get out tomorrow. In the summer, I love bass fishing. In the winter, I prefer walleye fishing and pan fishing. I'm a fixed blade guy myself. Just got an Architect 5.5 in Magna Cut. That sounds great. I also like the fixed blades. I'm really enjoying the fixed Militov from Kizer, this S35 VN. Really nice, solid feel. One of the other ones I like to carry a lot. This is the Kubi Quaken. 14C28N on that one. My buddy Lanyard Man gave me that really cool Vero clip. So I can get this. Actually, let me get my MSI out of my pocket there. So with that Vero clip, I can get this right down in here. And I've got that fixed blade. Look at that. Slim, thin, doesn't stick out at all. Easy out. Daily carry, that fixed blade. Boom. Fun stuff. Hubba hubba. What? That actually worked pretty good. Angles. It's all about angles. Boosh. Did you get the new Microtech Ultratech? No, the only Microtech I have is this standard issue right here, MSI. Edyards, 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 Edyards. I said Edyard earlier when I grabbed this, my cinder. Or did I? That was when the action happened and the camera toppled over. In the spring, I love Kenman fishing. What's up, Mr. Eddie? Gonna go fishing for me? In Spain, if the knife is bigger than your hand, the police take it off if they see it. So bigger than your hand, like what? Like this? And what if I have big hands? Microtech MSI is a huge blade. but I cover it up. This man on YouTube like an old school QVC. What's up, Full Draw? Next up on the docket, we've got this beautiful Rough Rider folding hatchet. Now she's a real beaut right there. $17.99. You want to jump on that, get one now, probably get two. Keep one for yourself, give one to your loved ones. I mean, who doesn't need a folding hatchet in their life? We've got the brown micarta burlap tater skin handle. It has a secondary blade in there. I mean, if you want to get in that, you want to see the biggest hot spot in your life on a handle? There it is. That's a hot spot. Can you grab onto that sucker? Not very well. But for $17.99 right now, folks, you need to jump on this deal. The Rough Rider folding hatchet. It has a glorious solid half stop to it. Badoosh. Who doesn't want that bad boy? Too much time falling asleep on the couch. The Ronco rotisserie. You set it and forget it. I bought one of those. I'll take 3. Exactly. Get one for everyone in the family. Pick up the new Spyderco Dolica plastique. Only the highest quality of plastique. The Ronco food dehydrator. You know it, dude. I had the rotisserie, and the rotisserie, you set it, forget it. And then you got the top container where you can put beans on one side, potatoes on the other side. Run that steam sealer on the top. It produces heat from the machine, heating those beans and all that extra goodness. You just set it and forget it. No, I won't be saying that one. Not sure about plastic though. Is it even sharp? No, it's not. This is a trainer. It's a little kit. I looked up a Dolica. I was thinking about buying one because people were recommending it. So I was shopping the other day. I looked up Dolicas and it was going through the ones that were available, and I found this kit. Official Spyderco Dolica 4 knife kit. So it came like this. It glows in the dark. Punch it out. Takes all of 5 minutes to put together. No tools required. It's kind of a trainer for your kids or something like that. You want to kind of learn. Maybe I'm going to customize this for some fun. Set it, forget it. Steam cook them veggies. Oops. Oops. There you go. I only have one from Spyderco. Wish you would have gotten them all. This is fun though. I'm thinking about putting a little edge on it. Maybe doing some stain or some dye or a wash. I could do a wash on the handle. Basically what that is you're taking a paint and you're thinning it. And then you thin it down and then you brush it over there. It fills in all the cracks and then you wipe it off. The Zome is the stuff that glows. Ah, yes, this is the Glow Zome. But then by doing that wash and you wipe it away, it's still basically the same color, but all the cracks are now filled in with your black or whatever. It really accents, makes things pop. I might try that. So they made a bunch of them with out of these, like these little plastic ones. I didn't know. This is the only one I've ever seen before. It's definitely fun. Definitely fun. Another one, the Ballhalla that I got recently. Absolutely ridiculous. If someone made a high premium version of this, I'd probably buy it. It's just ridiculous. Budget Ballhalla. This fits in my assisted opening gas station knife category. I've got a stack of them down there. This one right next to my Tell me that's just not silly. Dude, the Fook Doozle one, if you haven't seen that video, you can just see my smile through the camera. I mean, I'm behind the camera, but you can just hear me talking. It's just hilarious. I was laughing the whole time I was opening. It's great. I love my Spydercos from the Manix 2 XL and everything in between. I would like to get one of those Manix. It's just another knife. So many knives, so little time, right? Excuse me. Well, it's 6 o'clock and I'm starving. From the bug to the Manix 2. That's what it was. What's up, Rick's Knives? Greeting from Puerto Rico. Words are hard today. Words are hard. Yeah, I'm going to go get some dinner. Happy Valentine's Day to all. My heart is here for you. If you go back in the video a while, you can hear me reading some poetry that someone posted. Enjoy it. I also have dropped the camera, so this one might be a good one to go back and watch. You want to make yourself a little dizzy, get a little vertigo during the video. But thank you all for hanging out. I'll probably jump on to a live tomorrow or Sunday. Maybe one for sure, because I want to try to do one during some of the customizations I'm going to be doing this weekend. So a lot of fun stuff on the way. More customizations for sure. Not too many unboxings coming up. I need to order some more knives. Message me. Let me know of some stuff I should check out. Much appreciated from everyone. Stay safe. Have a happy Valentine's Day. Stay sharp. We'll see y'all soon.